Very good morning to all of you students. I am really very happy that we are coming to the conclusion point, and this is module 4 lesson 4, that this is the last lesson of your semester 5. The name of the lesson is capital market. Again, this is also a big lesson, so I divided it into 3 parts for the convenience. The first part is we are explaining structure of capital market in India. This is part number 1. Then in second part we will discuss growth of capital market. What is the growth of capital market in India? And in third part we will discuss capital market reforms. Capital market reforms. So these are the 3 parts, and these are the 3 different questions for your examinations also. So let us start with the first point, that is the structure of capital market in India. Okay, capital market is the market for medium and long term funds. This can be asked for true or false. It is a long term market. Capital market is the market for medium and long term funds. It refers to all the facilities and institutional arrangements for borrowing and lending for medium and long term funds. Capital market has a crucial significance in capital formation. Adequate capital formation is indispensable for speedy economic development. The main function of capital market is the collection of savings and their distribution for industrial development. This stimulates capital formation and hence accelerates the process of economic development. Capital market consists of 3 distinct segments. Number 1, government securities market. It is a market for government securities, and it is also called as gilt-edged market. This market is regulated by RBI. Second, corporate debt market. It is a market for bonds floated by public sector units, nationalized banks and financial institutions, and also debentures floated by corporates. Third, equity market. It is a market for raising equity or preference shares by all the corporates. So this is the capital market, the parts of capital market. Now we will see the structure of capital market. Capital market is divided into government securities market, gilt-edged market, industrial market, securities market, developmental financial institutions, financial intermediaries. Then industrial securities market is divided into new issues market, old issues market, that is stock exchanges. Then development of financial institution, DFIs, is divided into IFCI, ICICI, SFCs, IDBI, IIBI and UTI. And these financial intermediaries are like merchant banks, mutual funds, leasing companies, venture capital companies and other financial organizations. Students, just for the sake of convenience, you can just see this chart. Otherwise, the explanation in the last page we have given, that is enough for mentioning the structure of capital market. Now, one by one we will discuss. The Indian capital market is broadly composed of gilt-edged market, that is government securities market, industrial securities market, developmental financial institution and financial intermediaries. Number 1, gilt-edged market, that is government securities market. It deals in government and semi-government securities. These securities fixes the interest rate. The investors in government securities are mainly financial institutions like commercial banks, LIC, GIC, Provident Fund, pension funds, etc. These institutions are often compelled by law to invest a certain percentage of their funds in these securities. Second, industrial securities market. It deals with shares and debentures of old and new companies. This market is further divided into two companies, two parts, like primary market, that is old issue market, and secondary market. The primary market helps to raise new capital through shares and debentures, and the secondary market deals with securities already issued by the companies. The secondary market operates through stock exchanges. Next, developmental financial institutions, DFIs. These institutions were set up mainly to provide medium and long-term financial assistance to industries in financial sector. These institutions have been doing very useful work for subscribing to the shares and debentures of new and old companies, in giving loan assistance and underwriting new issues. Next, financial intermediaries. They consist of merchant banks, mutual funds, leasing companies, venture capital companies, and others. They help in mobilizing savings and supplying funds to the capital market. Capital markets can be classified into two categories, primary market and secondary market. Now we'll discuss about primary market. It is the market for new issues, and therefore it is called as new issue market. It deals with raising of fresh capital in the form of equity shares, preference shares, debentures, etc. by companies, government and semi-government bodies and public sector units. The resources mobilized by primary market can be classified into two categories. Equity issues, that is, they include issue of equity shares, preference shares, right issues and units of mutual funds in the country and from abroad. And debt issues, they include fixed deposit bonds for all types of debentures within the country and from abroad. Second, secondary market. It deals in securities already issued in or existing or outstanding. This takes place through stock exchanges. The important functions of secondary markets are: number one, it helps to provide liquidity and marketability to the outstanding equity and debt instrument. Second, it contributes to economic growth. Third, it provides instant valuation of securities. Fourth, it induces the companies to improve their performances. Now we'll discuss something about stock exchanges. The stock exchanges provide facilities in the form of infrastructure for buying and selling of securities and help to develop secondary markets for them. The secondary market has three types of stock exchanges. Number one, regional stock exchanges, for example BSE in Mumbai. Second, national stock exchanges, that is NSE in Mumbai. Over-the-counter exchange of India, OTCEI. There are 24 recognized stock exchanges in the country. The National Stock Exchange NSE and the Bombay Stock Exchange BSE are the two premier stock exchanges in India. The SEBI has been set up to ensure that stock exchanges discharge their self-regulatory role properly, to prevent malpractices in trading and to protect the rights of investors. The SEBI has taken up the monitoring function, requiring the brokers to be registered and stock exchanges to report on their activities. Students, this is what is the part 1, the structure of capital market in India. You have to cover all these things. The first, that gilt-edged market, corporate debt market, equity market, that you have to mention in your answer, and here all these points you have to write properly. Here your one question's answer will be over. You have to cover entire points in that. Thank you very much.